What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Nichols YouTube channel. My name is Josh Squeaky Marking, and today we're doing Road Tuesday. Now, before we hop into this, I have a couple of shout outs. First off, shout out to Sorina. It is her birthday, and she wanted me to play Gengar for Road Tuesday, and that's what we're doing here. Now, I know Gengar is not that road, but it's still not that popular yet, but I think it is going to grow up in popularity right now. The coming weeks. So this will be Gengar Trevenant, and a shout out to either Alexander or James. I'm not really sure who let me borrow the Gengars. One of them two did, and without them, this wouldn't be possible. So like I said, this is Serina's birthday's deck, so I'll give a shout out to Serena if you know her or not. And she basically built the deck, and we'll go over it. So Gengar has 170 HP. Its first attack, Night Attack, put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, and Dark Corridor does 60, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. And then you switch Gengar with one of your bench Pokemon. So basically, it's like Shaman, but instead of going to your hand, it's going to the bench, and you poison Pokemon without laser. Now this is cool because it gets around other Trevenants, it gets around Seismitoad, so that way you can always poison them, which seems pretty cool. Now we do have the 3-3 Trevenant line. Trevenant has Forest Curse. As long as this Pokemon is active, your opponent can't play any item cards from his or her hand, and you have Tree Slam. It does 60 and 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Now you actually can attack with Tree Slam since we are playing Psychic Energies in here. We're playing 3 Wobbuffet because of Bide Barricade. As long as Pokemon is your active Pokemon, each Pokemon to play in each player's hand and in each player's discard pile has no abilities except for Psychic Pokemon, and he has Psychic Assault. It does 10 more damage. Oh, somebody offered me a private trade. Sorry about that. Psychic Assault does 10, and then it does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. And this is because we do have the Psychic Energy, so we can actually attack with Wobbuffet in the deck. Now, some other Pokemon you can put in here is maybe like a Sigilyph, and maybe a Jirachi, but this is very rough list. This is a very early list, so it's not 100% set in stone yet. So we're going to go with it right now. 1 computer search for consistency, 4 Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards in your hand, search for Pokemon, 4 Reverse Secret to reuse supporters, 2 Colors, and this is because I think you want to play a lot of heavy supporters now because there's going to be a lot of Trevenant decks. And Toad, so heavy Trevenant and Toad, so I think you need a lot of supporters. I'm not 100% sure, I could be very wrong, but Colors, shuffle your hand in your deck, you draw a number of cards equal to the number of bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, 2 Light Center, bring a Pokemon off the bench, 1 Trump card to get everything you got back except Trump card, 4 in, shuffle your deck into your hand, each player shuffles their deck into your hand, then draw a card for each prize or card remaining, 4 Juniper, discard hand, draw 7, and 2 T-Flare Grunt, discard energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, and this is to help you against Mega Rayquaza, because if you can Flare Grunt their DCE or something and slow them down, and they can Mega Turbo and they have to attach another DCE, you're in pretty good position there. So that's a cool card. Like I said, it's a very early game. And then you have the 2 Wally, search deck for a Pokemon that evolves from your Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX. And this is just try to get like an early turn 1 Trevenant. I'm not really sure how good it's going to be in this deck. I know the Shaman, I said it's really good, but here we don't have Shamans, we don't have Trainer's Mail, stuff like that. It's a very early concept of Gengar Trevenant. I haven't even played around. This will be my first time playing at the deck, so it's going to be exciting. One Zerosic, just discard another special energy, like a discard, or a tool in play, which seems pretty cool. If you can get a Mega Rayquaza Spirit Link off before they Mega Evolve or something like that, or maybe a tool off a Trevenant off your opponent's active or something, that'd be pretty cool. Now we do play the 1 Silent Lab, which each basic Pokemon to play in each player's hand, and each player discard has no abilities, so no Shaman, no Egg, no Jirachi, stuff like that. Basically the same thing on Wobbuffet. 2 Verbeck City, put 2 more damage counters on your poison Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's between turns. Now this is cool because you can do Dark Corridor for 60, plus a Muscle Band, which does 20 more damage, 80. And then Verbank Laser, 110, which actually knocks out Shamans, which is pretty cool because we know Shaman is going to be one of the most played EXs now because everybody's running them. 3 Flowstone to give your Pokemon free retreat. 3 Muscle Band, like I said, for 20 more damage. 4 DCE, just provides 2 energy costs, and that's because we have Tree Slam, we have the Dark Corridor, and to attack with, so it makes it easier. 4 Psychic Energy, and 4 Mystery. Now, 4 Mystery says the retreat cost of each of the Pokemon this card is attached to is 2 less. Now, this only applies to Psychic Pokemon, but you see here Gengar has 2, so now he has free retreat. Phantom has a 3 retreat cost, so now he has a 1 instead of a 3. And you have Wobbuffet, which is 2, so now it's free. And this is the deck. Some other things you can play is maybe Dimension Valley. And actually, I'm going to leave a link down below to Andrew Wambalt's article. He recently got 11th, I'm pretty sure, at Kansas City Regionals with his Gengar deck, and he talks about Gengar in the upcoming format too, which pretty nice read. Go read it if you haven't checked it out. And yeah, let's see the deck in action. Alrighty, so opening it's Rude Homie? Our Hood Homie. I don't know. Oh, heads, we gotta go first. Sweet. Alright, let's see here. Let me move me closer. Alright, so we started Gengar here. Ooh, this hand's kind of bad. We get the Mystery Energy, we get the Juniper, but we have to discard 2 Flareon and a Lysander. Luckily, we are playing 4 Verse Seeker. I always love 4 Verse Seeker. It's like, I don't know, it just seems really good. So we play these techie cards. Oh, man. Evoltal, this is going to be rough. And we have to discard 2 Psychic Energies. Alright, we'll attach a Mystery here and just Juniper. Ooh, we get another Gengar. And I think we'll just end my turn here. Man, this is a really bad hand. Now, Gengar is weak to Evoltal, which is bad, but Evoltal can't attack till turn 2, so we at least get a turn of attacking him. Like I said, Gengar is weak to Dark, which Evoltal hasn't seen much play nowadays. It's kind of died off, so that's why we haven't seen, that much. But if we do get a Wobbuffet here, he can't actually Fairy Transfer with this Spritzy, so that's pretty cool here. We'll have to see if we can get the Wobbuffet top deck. Maybe an Ultra Ball. We do play 4 Ultra Balls, so drawing into an Ultra Ball Wobbuffet is kind of possible. We'll have to see. Maybe we'll draw a Computer Search or something. And if we get the Wobbuffet, we hit the Floatstone, and I don't know. There's a lot of options that can happen here. Our Hood Homie is taking a second right here. There we go. And sweet. He kind of saves me. Oh man. He didn't really save me there. Never mind. Our hand just got a lot worse. Alright, here we see a Darkrai, Laser, Tails, Gengar is still awake, so we can retreat. Now, it doesn't seem like he has an energy. Now, this would be... that's the one thing about... oh, man. And oh, man. Okay, great. Alright, but we do play this Rosic, though, so that's good. Now, we can't Ultra Ball discard... he only has 1 card. Alright, Trevenant. We can Ultra Ball discard Trevenant. And in. Now we're going to do this so we have an in the... what was I going to say? Actually in the deck. Or in the discard, so I'm going to Verse Seeker for later. But right now I'm actually going to Verse Seeker for Team Flare Grunt. And we're actually Flare Grunt that DC off. So that way he can't attack us next turn. It'll attach a Mystery Energy here. I know we have to use it to retreat. But we can retreat to this Wobbuffet. It kind of just end our turn. Now, this is cool because if he has a Jirachi or something, he can't play it. If he has a Aromatisse now, it's kind of going to be stuck there. So, it is going to be a little odd for us to set up. Like I said, this deck is not as fast as Shaman Trees is, but it has a lot of potential just because you actually have the Psychic Energy to attack with everybody. Here we see a Skylar from our opponent, and I imagine this will get an energy here. Or not energy, a supporter. Yeah. Oh, Professor actually. Okay, interesting. So, maybe a Fairy and a Dark Energy? Because you can't fish out rainbows. So, there's a Dark Energy. There's another Dark Energy. Okay. So maybe it's just a Dark Fairy deck? I'm not really sure. Alright, so we get a Lysander. Now with Wobbuffet, he doesn't have free retreat. So I think I'm going to Lysander with this Darkrai. We're just going to wait it out here. We're just going to wait, set up. Now I know this is, if he has a switch or something, we're kind of stuck. But with Wobbuffet, he doesn't have free retreat because Abide Barricade shuts off the Dark Cloak. So that's pretty good right there. So the Darkrai's kind of just stuck in the active spot. Here we see a Laser. Heads, Wobbuffet's asleep. Not that big of a deal. We know one of his cards is an energy. And I wonder what the other card is. He didn't play his supporter last turn except Skyla, so... Here we see a Dark Energy go down. He has 1 card in his hand. I wonder what it is. Doesn't seem like it's much right now. Oh, and okay, he takes the Dark back, puts it on the Darkrai, and just passes. So I guess it's nothing he can really use here. So here we get a Juniper Wally coming into play. Not very useful right now. So with this Juniper, we need to draw into some energies. Okay, so there we get the energy. Get the Wobbuffet. I'm actually going to attach a Psychic right here because we know he plays Enhanced Hammers. So there's a good probability he plays another one. And that way we can set up multiple Gengars here. We're just going to end our turn once again. And then next turn we could put down the Silent Lab. And then probably Chorus or Juniper. I wonder if... I didn't check for a trump card earlier. That's really bad of me. I should have checked for trump card to see if it's in the deck actually. We see Darkrai in the active spot right now. It can't retreat unless attached to another energy. Darkrai does have a 2 retreat cost. Now the problem with Darkrai is he is resistant to Fairy, so it's going to take a little while to knock out. So we get the Silent Lab here. And the cool thing about Silent Lab is if he life centers up somebody, maybe he has a draw. I don't know, something. I'm basically trying to think my hand out so I can try to draw into a floatstone here. We haven't played one yet, so we can Coerce for 5, Juniper for 7, discard 2 Verse Seeker. Be down with 1. So I'm just gonna Coerce here and kind of conserve my stuff. There we go. There's the floatstone that we need. Very nice. So it reaches Gengar and we'll Dark Corridor for 40. Now it's poison. Instead of the Wobbuffet, I hate how they switch around like that. I always like misclick stuff nowadays. It's kind of annoying. So let's see here. We need to get a Zerosic to get this head ringer off. It's kind of killing us. And we need to find a Muscle Man too, for he drops another head ringer down on us. I guess next turn we can drop a Verbank, Juniper. It's I'm pretty sure there's like no free retreat stuff. It's like hurting my opponent. Oh, we see another fairy come down this Evital. It is loading up. It is loading my big Evital right now. Alright, so we get a computer search here. So I'm gonna computer search this and this way. And here we're gonna get a muscle band. Now we're gonna put the muscle band here. I forgot to check for Life Center trump card once again. That's okay. So put the Gengar down. Floatstone here. Let's think. I might actually power up a Wobbuffet because Psychic Assaults are really good. Right now, we're doing 110 to his Darkrai, which is not going to knock him out, sadly. Or no, it's going to be like 90. Yeah, what touches here? That might not be the best play, but we'll see what happens. And we'll retreat, and we will Dark Corridor for 60. Send up the Wobbuffet without the energy, and if he passes, the Darkrai gets knocked out back to my turn, which is pretty cool here. So, I probably shouldn't have dropped this Gengar too. It's another Lysander target, but we do have the other Floatstone. Here we see a Skyla. It's gonna be interesting to see if he plays Floatstone or something, or if he's gonna get his own stadium to counter mine. That is the question. What is he gonna do here? Now next turn, if the Darkrai dies, the poison come back to my turn. I want to Verse Seeker for Flare Grunt to get the Dark Energy actually off this Evital, so that way he has to draw into another Dark Energy of his. So, but the looks of it, he does play a couple, so I'm not really sure if that's the best plan or not. But we'll go with it and see what happens. We're just waiting to see what this guy is. Hopefully it's not a switch. Hopefully he's digging for a supporter and like, I don't have a supporter. Need to find one, so let me Skyla for a supporter. So, and then, yeah. Oh, my opponent's inactive right now. Don't do this to us, guy. We're having a really good game right here. Our hood, homie. We're doing good here. It's Evital can go ham though, because it does 20, 40, 60, 80. So here we see a Coerce for next turn. Does he have energy to retreat? He doesn't. Alright, that's very good for us. So it's going to be interesting. Okay, so he does send the Evital here. Alright, so we get the Muscle Band. I guess we'll attach it to his Gengar. Just in case he decides to Lysander us. Or not Lysander us, but to, what is it? Headringer us. There we go, there we go. So I'm actually going to do the Verse Seeker for Team Flare Grunt, like I said. And hopefully he can't draw into another Dark. So we're Flare Grunt the Dark. That way, if he doesn't have a Dark, he actually can't attack us next turn. So here we'll see a Dark Corridor for 80, 110. Send up the Wobbuffets. And then out, we can attack with Gengar next turn. If he attacks us with Evital, I don't know. We see the Coerce here. Here we see a Xerneas finally coming down. Another Evital, Aromatisse. Now he can't Fairy Transfer because of Wobbuffet, so that's a really cool thing. But here we see the Fairy Garden, which actually save his Evital. It does have free retreat now, so that's kind of annoying. Here we see the Xerneas come active. We see a Verse Seeker for next turn, I assume. Yeah, there we see a Coerce for next turn. And we see a pass from my opponent. So on my turn, we can Coerce for 7 automatically. But I wonder if we still don't know if trump cards in there. That's the big thing right now. We don't know if trump cards in our deck. So we're gonna Ultra Ball discard these two, and we're gonna see if trump cards in our deck. Okay, go ahead, Pokemon. Alright, trump cards in here. Very nice. Alright, so we're not gonna grab anything right now. There's no real need to. So we'll Coerce here. And we still don't have, well, never mind. I was just say we do have the Lysander trump card for next turn, but we don't. But let's at least attach an energy for turn to this guy. I almost forgot to attach energy. So now we have 2 Gengars ready to go here with Dark Corridor for 80. Send up the Wobbuffet with damage, and now the Xerneas will get knocked out, come back to our turn. Now what I could have done there is actually just put 3 damage counters on this. Oh, never mind. I thought he had 30 left. He has 60 left. So here's another calls from our opponents. We have Lysander left in the discard pile. Alright, we do have Lysander in the discard pile. We've seen energy over here. So you can start getting our dark energies back. Alright. You'll see a pass from my opponent. We put another DC here. Now, we Juniper, we discard a hand and we lose, so that's not what we want to do here. So we're going to Verse Seeker for a Lysander. We're going to take this knockout here. Why not? Seems good enough, right? So bring up this Evital, retreat to Gengar, and we will Dark Corridor for 80, knocking it out. Oh, almost hit the wrong card. Send a Wi-Fi again, take 2 prizes. So now we're down to 2-6, and it seems like I had a 1-1 Trevenant line prized. But the better, actually, so the better, I guess, wall here is Wobbuffet, like I said, so that way Aromatisse doesn't come into play. So here's the Xerneas come active. Okay. Now it's going to be interesting here. We could put 30 on the Evital for sure. And then does a Wobbuffet benefit from that? It could do 100. No, 3, 4, 5, 6. 120? But here we see Xerneas come active. It's going to do... It's Geomancy, but one of the Aromatisse, one of the Evital, and we still have not drawn a trump card. What is going on here? We're going to Ultra Ball these Phantoms. They're not really used that useful right now, and as you see, the next card is going to be trump card, and that's great. That's great for me. Alright. So we will retreat into another Gengar, and yeah, we'll just Dark Corridor for the knockouts. If my computer will work with us, come on, computer. There we go. Dark Corridor for the knockouts. Send to the Wobbuffet. Now, Wobbuffet might get knocked out here, but that'd be okay if he does. Right now, it's doing 20, 40. It needs like a DCE to actually knock us out this turn, or an energy and a muscle band. So here we see Evital come up. Now, if he has the Lysander, can bring up one of these Dark Eyes, we'll be in really bad trouble. So here we see the energy come down. So right now it's doing 20, 40, 60. Not enough. Oh, 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh, man, I forgot about the base damage from Evital. Always forget about that. There, see Wobbuffet go down. My opponent take his first prize here. So, oh, that's a flow store, not a muscle band. I forgot about that. But we'll send the Wobbuffet up in the active spot. Seems fine. Finally, we get trump card here. So putting on Wobbuffet, Phantom, and we will trump card here. And this is just because my opponent, if he actually ends me, will have one less card to draw onto, and I'm talking about the Phantom. So we'll trump card here. It's taking a second on my end, but okay, there we go. Trump card, trump card. Now we'll retreat to a Gengar, and any second now we'll be able to do some stuff. Just wait and see what happens. Come on, computer. I think it's my computer. It might be my internet, though. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll send this Gengar, do Dark Corridor for 80 total. Or 90 because of the poison. So, come on, computer. Don't fail me now. Oh, no! What? I've been inactive for a while and you were disconnected. Please reload the game. What? What happened there? We were definitely going to win that game, though. Like, you saw the power of it. You saw that we were beating it. It was 5-1. Like, I don't think he could have made a comeback. Like, unless he ended us and we drew really bad. But we had 2 Gengars. We actually had almost 3 Gengars ready to go. But, yeah. I mean, that's the power of the deck. We saw it. Man, I hate that I got disconnected so bad. What an uneventful game ending. I'll try to record one more game and see what happens. Alrighty. So I've been trying to connect back to play another game, but as you saw there for a second, it said that couldn't connect to the server, blah blah, the server's unavailable, please check your internet connection. My internet's working, I'm not really sure what the problem is. I've restarted and I can't get it to work, but I'm sorry about that. That was a very uneventful game. I mean, it was very eventful until we got disconnected. But we saw the opponent only had taken one prize, and we've taken five. And I mean, it was like 90% sure we were gonna win. We saw how good Flare Grunt was to slow down opponents. Now we could have played more, I guess, more aggressive and Juniper that turn, and try to draw into more Pokemon, try to draw into more cards. But there wasn't really a need to. I don't think at that time. I'd rather slow down opponents. But you saw how powerful the deck was. It shut down the deck. It shut down Aromatisse because of Wild Defense, stuff like that. And just depending on the deck, you can send up Trevenant. It gets like Mega Rayquaza, and you can put down the Silent Lab, stuff like that. Now, the deck might need more Silent Labs. Obviously, this is still a very rogue deck. But once again, happy birthday, Sorina. Sorry that this was very uneventful. I'm sorry about that. But hopefully you enjoy. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, have a great day. Alrighty, bye.